We all know this beautiful homeschool dream. We've lived with it. We wonder, can it last through the teens? Something seems terribly wrong. Your preteen or teen is fighting you in language arts. They're demanding independence, then procrastinating. They're frustrated, angry, completely shutting down. Your student is struggling. You're frustrated and overwhelmed, disappointed with homeschool, yourself, and them. Don't worry, it's all completely normal. Hello, I'm Teresa, your language arts mentor with Discern to Learn, and I'm here with a message of hope for you. There's nothing wrong with your student. There's probably even nothing wrong with what you've taught them or how you've taught them. I work with students just like yours, from all kinds of different families and homeschool philosophies. I help students who struggle with writing and reading. Some are shy and uncomfortable in groups. Some of my students think they're whizzes at writing. They read voraciously and they love to talk. But I help each one of them become independent, responsible learners to overcome obstacles instead of allowing them to block their way. And I do this all through language arts in a Christian worldview, peer accountable class where I do the grading and all of the support, and you get to invest in your relationship with your teen instead of nagging, arguing, and it all ending up in tears. Students struggle with writing for many reasons. The most common are that they expect that writing is something they should be able to do by now. They've been learning how to write since they were so young, and they feel that if they still have to work hard at it, they just must not be good at it. They're not capable. This demonstrates a fixed mindset. They're looking at things as though they're either good at them or not good at them. The other issue is the students' stress about finishing this large project, going through all of the steps and finishing it on time. This is especially true for something that they don't enjoy and don't want to do. This is all happening at a time when their developing brains are telling them they're probably failures anyway, and they're not going to measure up. There is a better path forward. I train students in growth mindset, in seeing obstacles as a path for growth, and the writing process as a means for self-improvement and life success. How do I do this? I'm glad you asked. Hang on for the end because I have a free ebook I want to give to you that's going to explain how I do this in my full language arts program and to help you do it as well, if that's something you'd like to do. But I do want to tell you today how I train students so that they can be successful in academics and, more importantly, in all of their life. The first thing I do is I train self-discipline by giving independence. This is what our young people are craving. They need this autonomy. They need it and they want it to grow. They're fast becoming young adults, and as hard as it is, self-discipline will give them success and increase confidence in themselves and the ability to be successful in everything they do going forward. I help them to learn to manage and schedule their time. Most students who come to me are not scheduling their assignments, planning how to fit it all in, learning a method that works for them all on their own. They're not learning how to evaluate their progress and replan when the ball gets dropped. Most of that falls on parents. And this is the time when students can really learn these skills, take some ownership, and learn how to deal with the times when life doesn't go easily and things don't go as planned. The next thing I do is I allow them to fail. I help them to learn to manage the emotions around failing and replanning. You see, failing or not succeeding to our full expectation is just a normal part of life. And learning to identify and deal with those feelings is integral in life success and in gaining the drive to get up and persevere. I do all of this in a peer accountable group because teens are looking for peer approval. This is the time when it's best to get them in a group that's going to help them and give them positive peer pressure, where they can see that other students have to work hard to succeed, that they're not alone, where they can see that other people fail too, and they still get back up, so they can too. On top of all of that, I do this with one-on-one support, so students get assignment help, accountability, and advice easily and in a timely manner so that they never have to wonder if they're doing it right. They never have to feel alone in this process. And I do all of this through the essay writing process and task management. Oh yes, language arts. That is why we're here. Are you wondering where that comes in? It seems that so far I've spoken mostly about growth mindset. And this is the piece that most language arts programs are missing. All of this is a part of a complete language arts program. After all, we don't teach essays because we think our students will write them as adults. Essay writing will be needed in post-secondary school, but most importantly, essay writing and literature study teaches skills that we all need in life: self-motivation and discipline, time and project management, logical and critical thinking and analysis, study habits like organization and note-taking, persuasive and confident self-expression. This is part of the best language arts program. Discern to Learn has two distinct programs, but these are mix and match, so your student gets the training that they most need when they need it. The first is Level Up Writing, and this is where most students begin. They begin with paragraphs and move on to essay writing as they're ready. The next is the Language Arts. Many students move into language arts after the Level Up program. Both of these are Christian worldview, and each of them include the most important piece, which is the mindset. Every single course includes weekly virtual classes with other motivated peers. If you think yours won't be motivated, I'd love to talk to them about their dreams and goals and help them to dream big so that they can see why language arts is really going to make a difference in their life. When they believe that, they'll care. Students also get one weekly virtual motivational mindset training class, plus complete one-on-one support in office hours and the ability to book directly on my calendar if my office hours don't work for them. Feedback on every single assignment, all of the grading, and the term end reports are done by me. And as a parent, you have parent meetings 6 times a year, so you know exactly where your student is and where they need to go. And beyond this, your student gets constant encouragement. But does it work? Let's see what these 3 say. Remember, that free ebook link is going to be at the end of the video, so hang on.
I'm a homeschooling mom of 2 boys. We have been homeschooling for 7 years, and they're currently in grade 6 and grade 8. We found Miss Teresa and Discern to Learn 3 years ago, and she's been part of our homeschool experience ever since. They have grown so much in confidence through their classes with Miss Teresa. They are happy to share their ideas. They are confident that they can do the assignments and write their own ideas down. They have also learned to make goals, make a plan to achieve them, and then seen many of those goals achieved. We are so thankful for Miss Teresa, and we plan to keep her in our homeschool program until we finish homeschooling.
It feels like reassurance. It feels like, yeah, this box is ticked, and I feel confident that now if they're to enter post-secondary in any way, they have those skills under their belt. It just helped me to relax a little bit, to know that if nothing else, they'll be able to write.
Mrs. Teresa has helped me greatly improve my writing and is a very positive teacher. She's never negative in her responses. She always helps you improve better and makes you think for yourself. And she asks questions that make you think and prove your ideas.
Your student has so much to offer this world. But to succeed, they need the discipline to work through long, often disliked tasks with diligence. They need the ability to break a large task into smaller sections, to work to improve at every stage of the process. They need the confidence to speak clearly, with persuasion, in a logical way that will take the audience into consideration, like a job interview, a performance review, or standing up for their own rights. They need insight and practice, looking critically at sources, asking difficult questions, and finding logical answers. They need the emotional intelligence to identify their emotions, what they're believing about themselves, to be able to cope with feelings around fear, failing, and procrastination. They need to know their audience and to speak to their needs with compassion, kindness, and logic. If you want a young adult who can stand on their own 2 feet, be goals-oriented and self-disciplined, be confident and persuasive, this is your No Nagging, No Grading Language Arts Solution. Please check out my website at discerntolearn.com. And my gift to you, I'd like to offer you a free ebook so that you can learn how I use language arts to strengthen worldview, develop confidence and independence, and most of all, develop successful young adults. This book's called 5 Steps to Language Arts with a Purpose, and you're going to find this book at the link that you see on your screen right now. So thank you so much for checking out Discern to Learn. I can't wait to hear from you. Most of all, I'm a language arts mentor, and I'm here to help you with what you need. So please do reach out. I'd love to hear from you today.